Oh, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people. Let's see how long it takes OBS to capture the game. There we go. Greetings, hi, hello. Welcome to the Economy 2.0 update for Cities Skylines II. Trying to keep an open mind. So my experience today so far has been mixed. When I first loaded the game, it crashed non-stop. Desktop. I couldn't do anything. I'd play for 4 or 5 minutes, crash desktop. Play for 4 or 5 minutes, crash desktop. So I disabled all the mods. All of them. Just got rid of them completely. I went back to just pure vanilla, and that fixed the crashing problem. However, I was left with a different problem. The game has added in tile upkeep, and you pay for every tile you own. Like if we go out here, we can look and see. Like if I were to buy this tile, it tells me all the normal stuff, but it also tells me that it's going to add basically 20 grand to my monthly budget. And that's kind of based on the resources, as far as I understand. So, like, trying to deselect that one. There we go. That one's a little bit more, and you can see that it has a little bit more buildable area and a little bit more resources. So, you know, we can go there and check that one. That one's even more. I think that's buildable area on that one. So yeah, I had used the 529 tile mod to just unlock the whole map, and I was losing close to 40 million a month to tile upkeep, which had my city just, the city would have been bankrupt in 16 months. I calculated it out the way it was running. So I used the same mod. I reinstalled, re-added 529 tiles back in, and then I did relock all tiles when I restarted the game. And that did exactly what it sounded like. It relocked everything as if I didn't own any tiles at all. And then quickly had to just purchase the ones where I've actually built, because without that, the buildings aren't in your city and when abandoned. And you don't want that. So that stabilized the budget. And now I've just been kind of watching the game and seeing how it responds to different things. We've got some weird stuff placed in weird spots because of how I left. This is my YouTube series save. Interestingly enough, I'm getting, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I am getting just a small amount of screen tearing. I've got the game locked at 60 frames per second, so I don't have DLS turned on. Maybe turning it on would help, but every once in a while, I mean, I've got a G-Sync monitor and an NVIDIA card, so it should be fine at, you know, locking the game to 60 frames per second. The monitor should just adjust. So I'm not really sure why I'm getting screen tearing. The only problem I've ran into is I still have a few of the high rent icons. They had all completely gone away. Like they were all gone. And now some are starting to creep back. It seems like for the most part, it's all in homes. Like, look, what's a student doing living here in this big single family home that's really expensive? You know, they don't have a job. So, of course they're going to complain of rent being high. You know, they should be wherever. I've got some low rent housing over there. You know, so that's on you, Mr. What is, I think, who are you? Oh, Miss Rebecca Pierce. Why are you living in this top of the line luxury modern home if you're a student. Like, seriously, what were you thinking? What did you expect to happen? So yeah, weird things like that are still a thing. Here we have an unemployed person and a student, an elementary student. So it makes sense that their rent's too high. Over here, just kind of want to look through. We have a student and their dog. So yeah, Steph and I saw him to show off on Instagram, probably. She's like, but I'm an influencer. A student. So it looks like we're seeing a theme here. And then we have, by the way, hi Christina, how you doing? I don't know how well you guys can hear that, but the storm sirens going off. I'm afraid to look around. It's a good reason for the storm siren to be going off. Anyway, so here we have a student. So yeah, every one of them is, every instance of that is either an unemployed person with a kid or students living all on their own. It looks like it did some damage over here. Does it pick up the cars still? Is that not a thing anymore? Does it pick up cars? Guess not. Oh, that's sad. Maybe so, because there is a truck just on the side here. Like it's loud by that tornado. Let's back off of that. That was a little extra there, wasn't it? So yeah, so far so good. I did build a new area, just a small little area. I zoned this out. It's mostly low density. I don't really like how this is turned out in the middle. I may just move that all down to just lower density stuff. In fact, I probably should. So I just don't like it. I don't like the way it looks. So let's fix that. Let's switch this commercial that's mixed use out to just regular low density commercial. And then behind it, we will do... So I could do some low rent housing, but they get really big. So I think instead we'll just do some row housing right behind here. Right there. Right here. And that can make a nice little transition between the two. It'll take a minute for all of that to despawn and then come back. How's our tornado doing? It's still hanging out. It's a long tornado. Our population is now decreasing because we just dezoned some houses, and it's gonna I replaced it with a lower density zone. Can you just bugger off already? Thank you. Took long enough. I want to get this area to redevelop. And then we'll see what things look like. I don't know why there aren't any houses here. There's supposed to be houses here. Let's do some EU row housing on the back side here. Oh, except that's not on the street. I knew that. That's on the street. There we go. Cool. So we've got some row housing going that way, though I bet they're going to complain. So, before they get an opportunity to complain, they're going to eventually complain about no pedestrian access. We're just going to preempt that. There we go. And then same here. Lovely. And then we wait for all of this to redevelop. We could do maybe a few more here, but I'm thinking this might be a nice spot for a park. We've got a couple parks back there, but I think we could do with another one right here. Maybe more along the lines of like a city park. Plaza, that's too big. Playground, maybe. I have spent a little while playing today, Dean, and Too early to really have an opinion. So far, it's okay. Though, there are just some stupid things that they've done. I don't need a traffic light there. Oh, there's one really stupid thing that they've done. Can I not have a traffic light there? Really? Okay, I guess we just have to have a traffic light there. I was covering it when I first started the stream, but there's now tile upkeep. That's based upon your, best I can tell, your buildable area as well as all of the resources in that tile. And when I first loaded in this city, because I had unlocked a bunch of tiles, it was bankrupting my city. It was like $40 million a month. And here's the thing. This is stupid. This is totally unnecessary. They could have just increased like the cost of running city services. I get that they wanted, you know, to add an in-game thing so that there's a challenge, because you don't even get tile upkeep through like the first few milestones. You know, if they were wanting to like make the end game just as much of a challenge as the beginning, fine, so be it. But then you make your expensive stuff, like your hospitals, the really big ones, or, you know, the really advanced waste processing, or the bigger fire stations, that type of thing. You make those cost more. You make roads cost more. I mean, roads still are dirt cheap for overall monthly fees. You know, all of that is fine. That's all legitimate stuff. But in what world does a city pay for the land it's own monthly taxes, and at that rate? $40 million a month. It's $500 million a year. You know, so it's nonsense. So yeah, they did a ton of bug fixes, and they completely rebalanced the economy and the way resources are working, which that's one thing I haven't checked yet. Is I was waiting for my production. I've let this game run for about an hour. And for the most part, up here on materials, we're all running at a surplus, but we do have some deficits. Yeah, and this game used to have subsidies. That's the thing, you know, we used to actually have subsidies in the game, where, and that kind of is what it felt like, was the Fed granting money at the state or local level to help the city, you know, develop. Petrochemicals, chemicals, plastics. So we've got a lot of deficits here, mainly in food and chemicals. We could encourage those industries to come in. Like, I could come in here and really lower the taxes. And in theory, that's supposed to encourage these industries to show up. In practice, I don't know if it works. It didn't before. So I don't know if they actually do have it corrected now or not. I'm going to see. How are we on beverages? I wish these menus would just stay open when you switch between them. Oh yeah, this is crazy. This is just absolutely nuts. I mean, you can go down, and then there's even immaterial goods. So like, if you want to become a software and media and or a tourism giant instead of industry, you can. Like, you can really educate your population, get it to where they can support these tech jobs. Financial sector, fine, do it. You can be a financial sector, and that can be your industry. You know, and you know, they sell immaterial goods that still get sold in your retail throughout town. So yeah, you can do all of that. It's just in theory, anyways. In reality, I don't know. By the way, now that there's a few people here, how's the audio level of the music versus the game. I can't even hear the game unless I get really close. Should bump the game volume up. I can English. Oh, it is up. Okay. And then my music is actually, I forgot to put it in the title of the stream. I should do that. Music by Master Plan. Music, there we go. Cool. And then back to the game. And yeah, it's always most important that you can hear me. I can bump down the music, bump up the game a little bit if necessary. I can't hear the game at all. I can barely hear it over the music, which I find very odd. Let's go find something that I know is noisy. Here, a train yard should be noisy, yeah? Alright, I can hear that. And bump down the music. Oops. Just have to lower it in VLC is all. We'll bump that down, and then we'll bump the overall. I couldn't get it to split out into separate channels for some reason. Which really annoys me. There, we'll bump the overall system volume up. Oh, VLC, where's your dark mode? Whew, that was blinding. Yeah, now that things have like stabilized and I get traffic back here, it's taxi cabs. It's free. I have buses like crazy, and yet everybody's taking just a massive. I mean, look at those taxi cabs. It's like New York City, like on Broadway. And this is a town of 52,000 people. A town of 52,000 people does not have that many. No, they're using the bus lines, and it's getting pretty good utilization. Last I checked, we've got 35,000 a month riding the buses, and we can go into the lines. I guess maybe it was really good. Like that one's 111%, 80%. These are anything above 50% is good. So we've got some we can maybe reuse it. Surprisingly, they're not using the industrial park at all. But that's the thing is. This over here is where those high usage bus lines are going. Also part of the problem, they have not fixed this situation. So this bus station, they enter here and they come around and exit there. And then they have their different stalls back here. Problem is the pedestrians also enter and exit from the front. And you can see exactly what the problem is. The buses have to wait for a gap in pedestrians, leading to traffic jams. That's why this traffic jam is here, because it was backed up all the way to here, and now this has to clear up. And the thing is, no matter where you put this thing, that's a problem. Unless it's just too far to walk to, and then what's the point of it? You want this type of exchange, you know, the hub of your bus system to be where pedestrians can get to it. There is a metro right next to it that serves basically this whole area. Actually, no, this whole area. It doesn't come over here. So there is a metro that they can take. But yeah, it'll come and go. It'll be in waves. You can see we have a lot of buses waiting now. For some reason, there's not a traffic light here. Not sure how that happened. I may have turned it off. Who knows? But I bet if we put a traffic light, that'll help a little bit. We can also try a roundabout there, but I don't know that they'll fit because I know this building would get taken out, but I don't think that like the post office. But I think it would have to go as well. And then I would have to find a new home for it. But overall, I mean, the city's pretty. It looks like we've got a healthcare issue. The healthcare issue is because of the traffic. I bet you our ambulances are stuck in traffic. Yep. The traffic will get out of its way once it can, but that guy is just like, I don't know where to go, man. Because you can't. I don't have the mod that lets me do advanced traffic lights yet, to where I can like control, like say that only this side goes, or that both the lefts go, then both the straights go. You can't do that, and that's what's causing my healthcare problem. And, you know, I've got ambulances being dispatched. It's just you can't get anywhere. Thankfully, the helicopter is going back and forth, but they can only do so much. But I think I'm not going to worry about this side of town for now. I'm pretty happy with where this area is. It's too hilly back here to really build much. Same back there. This is nice and flat, but I kind of want to reserve it for some future farms. And also an airport, like right here by the highway. Big ass airport. Because there's also rail access, so we can, you know, have that work really nicely with that. So I want to come back over to here and start looking at some things. We do finally have office demand, and that's the first time in a long time. Then again, we also have 17% unemployment. So, you know, no big surprise that we have demand. And that's what I want to begin resolving, are these demand issues. I want to take a look at the terrain over here, because I think it gets pretty bumpy pretty quick. So I can basically come across right there where that little alleyway is, and that's kind of the limit of it. It starts getting a bit too hilly to do anything, and that's fine. What I think I can do in this area are some offices and commercial, and some lower rent and higher density residential. There's a lot of jobs back here. It's just, I think a lot of them are full. So why did you go? Oh, you collapsed. Well, why did you collapse? Okay, there we go. Due to a lack of maintenance. So it went abandoned, and then because it was abandoned, it collapsed. I don't really have anybody complaining about a lack of workers, but occasionally you can see there's a couple over there as well. Some of my industries are just like buggering off. They're just like, yeah, see ya. Peace out. Whatever. So I think I'll continue this alley, but I want to get rid of guidelines. Continue this alley all the way over to here. I want to see the contours. Yeah, we're good. That's beautiful. So hopefully this does not screw up the grid. We did there, so let's see if we can't try that one more time. And get it right. Yeah, I love that thing, man. It's actually 9 panels that interconnect. Each one is an 8x8 grid. It's by a company called Twinkly, and I'm absolutely in love with it. So it doesn't tell me what my angle is down here, and that bothers me. So what if I go past it just a little bit? Yeah, it's still gonna break it. And this is broken here. Let's see if we can't fix this. I hate the grid in this game. It is my #1 chief complaint. Is just how this works. So I need to switch back to here. And sometimes if you go past a road, yeah, it's just gonna keep breaking. Alright, let's turn my guidelines on, but get rid of grid. That way I can see where that is up there. Come out of the 90 here, and hopefully come into the 90 in the back as well. Nope. But I think I'd rather it be broken back here than up here. I think I would like this to be a larger road. It's just gonna be broken. Oh well. Whoop, that's not what I wanted to do. Go away. It'll be fine. I can pause. Yeah, so the grid still sucks, which I expected, if we're being honest. So I don't want things right on the road. Be back later, gonna go buy more Dr. Pepper. Get the cream soda kind. It's amazing. Also, thanks for the giant emote. I just realized it didn't tell me anywhere that... Oh, yeah, there it is, finally. The strawberries and cream one's terrible, but the just a regular cream soda one, wow, beautiful. So 208, 104, it's 104, so it's 52. So let's go 156 if that's a number. It's not, so let's go 152. Ooh, this is really, really gonna burn my bacon here. God, I'm from the south. I just said it's gonna burn my bacon. So let's go here. Oh, come on. I keep hitting V instead of B for bulldozer. My keyboard is ever so slightly to the right of where I normally have it. Look, video game. What is this? Oh, come on. What is this bullshit? God, it didn't take long for Cities Skylines to bring out the profanity, did it? Give me that guideline. No, this one. So what we're going to do is bring this straight back to here, like that. And let this be broken up here. Nope, that broke the whole damn thing. Okay, so I'd rather it be straight back here. And now that's just impossible. Why is that wanting to be a thing? Go away. Let's turn the guidelines back off. That usually helps a little bit. And then we'll go past it. There we go. Cool. And then let's go here. And I'm okay with this side over here to the left being a little broken. I just don't want over here to be broken. So cool. Let's try this again. So let's see if we can't get this in, like, right here. I want, like, a frontage road, to be honest, and then have just, like, a little gap. So what do we do? 150, 160? Yeah, 160. That works. I'm fine with what it just did there. And then we'll go up there. There we go. There we go. Okay. And then I want to break this up so that we get some smaller offices. I don't know if that'll actually be how it works out, but we're gonna hope. And we are gonna need to connect this in a few key points, but we'll figure that out in a minute. It's a problem for future Brandon. And then this should, if I did this right, yeah, be another frontage road. Maybe a little more to that side than I really want, but I can fix how the zoning works. So let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's bring a connection here, and let's make it like a bit of a bigger connection. I'd like that to be right in the middle, please. All right. What do I need to undo to get rid of that? Cell length. Yep. There we go. I want that to be right like that. That to be right like that. Awesome. So where does the hill begin here? Right there. So I can get some stuff here. Maybe we could do like a parking lot for the server farm. I think that's what this is supposed to be. I think I just moved it for some reason. But honestly, I think they would have a much bigger parking lot than that. Oh my goodness, it's hot in here. Going from 74 to 77. Oof. I don't know what that is in Celsius. I'm sorry. I'm not sure what to do over here. Like how to connect these two areas. I haven't figured that out yet. I may divide up this area down here too. Like instead of that, yeah, let's do that. Let's just split in the middle here. So this is 176. Oh gosh, I have to math. 25, 26, 80. So that would be about. Here, let's go cell length on this. It'd be about there. That would be 160. That would, yeah, that'd be about half right there. So let's see where that's gonna be. Okay. So, because I don't want to break everything, I'm gonna see where that is right there, and then we're gonna bring it across like this, and then we're gonna get rid of this, and hopefully get, yeah, that's fixed. Well, I don't want it to go all the way to this road. I think we have enough connections there as is. Probably too many, if I'm being honest. So what we'll do is something like this. And tee that off. Like, I don't think I need both of those connections right there. I really don't. So we've got a little connection down there, and then the main connection there with some nice roads that come in. So where are all of our city services? We have fire over there, which gives us really good coverage. We have police there, and I think there's another one over there that I need to move eventually. So that's looking pretty good. So what do we do here? Just like a park? Oh. A few more offices maybe? Like stick to this grid and then just bring it out and terminate? It's a thing we could maybe do. Maybe do just like one more row here. Something like this, except wow, it's really broken. Okay, everything back there is beautiful. What's wrong with you? Okay, so what if I turn off everything except 90s? Oh, I need snap to existing geometry as well, which is one of these. And just kind of eyeball this. It's not gonna break. Why? Like, if this is all fine back here, I swear, this just gets on my nerves to no end. What if I use the grid tool here? What would happen then? I don't even know how to use the grid tool, to be honest with you. Then it wants to destroy a bunch of buildings because that's the wrong size street. Okay. Alright, that's fine. We can use the smaller street. And then bring that to here. No, 90 degrees. 90 degrees. There you go. Then bring that over. It won't mimic the grid I had, but then I can hit the wrong key again and do that. This might work. And then see about just upgrading them and see if that messes anything up. So that works there. I would really like you to be directly across from that road. Doesn't look like you are, though. It's not. But that's where you can come in here with the upgrade tool and just kind of fiddle with it a little bit and hope you don't break the grid completely. I'm okay with that side being busted. That doesn't bother me so much. And then I'm thinking we just like turn and have another connection here. That way this tiny little road isn't serving as our main point. Because I think that's a little too much to ask of this road. Let's go like here, come out straight just a little bit, like right here. And we'll bring a path. That's probably going to be too difficult to do. We could come up this way and out. And that would make that a left, and then this could be the through movement. Yeah, I like that idea. So let's bring this out a little bit more. And then we'll put this like right here. And then we'll just do a curve right between the two. Not the prettiest curve ever, but it'll work. And then we could do this little corner here as a park. And then maybe we could even connect this up right here. Just to get us one more way in and out of there. Possibly. What do you guys think? Good idea, bad idea? Indifferent? I mean, I can't see the angles or anything. Let's turn off guidelines then. There we go. So let's come out just a teeny tiny bit, and then we'll do that. Connect right in. There, that gets us a couple more spots, places that we can use. I'm wondering if like commercial along this backside, since we have such strong commercial demand, wouldn't be a bad idea. So let's here you. I'm already missing the auto bulldoze tool from Cities Skylines 1. That would just take care of all those for me. So this is all primarily offices, I believe. Offices and a little bit of commercial. I'm thinking we have parking right there. And it's hard to say. No, it's bus depot. My bad. I thought that was a parking lot. Let's add a parking lot in back here. Just like right off to this edge, and that can kind of help fill up this strange section here. Let's move it over just a bit. There we go. Awesome. Oh yeah, I wanted to put a pedestrian path from this crosswalk right here over to this street right like that. There we go. Cool. So then here we will do, since we have some office demand, we will do offices. But I'm really worried that they're going to be huge if I just spam them like that. We'll see what happens. And then we're going to temporarily throw in a path here to get rid of zoning on this road so that we open up the zoning there. And then over in this corner, do we have any signature buildings that would work really well down here? Like a commercial, like a place to eat? Marketplace, but that'd be out of place here. There's a food station. Oh, you know what? That actually blends in really well with this area. Like, really well. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we're going to just grab that and move it. Because I think it would look really good right on this corner. I think that just fits in this area. It's about the same size or the same height as all these surrounding offices. Kind of a similar building motif, like maybe it used to be a warehouse or a terminal of some sort, given its architecture. Yeah, I dig that. And then that can serve food to all the offices that are down here. And then we could do this as just like a little park. So maybe like the plaza. Where is the one I'm thinking of? Right here. Oh, you're big. You're way bigger than I thought you were. Okay. Large city park. Large city park would work. And we can just like have that here. And then once we get our mods back, we can remove. Oh, the fences are gone. So if that's the case, did they make it so you can build on there? Nope. I was really hoping to see that we could just add to the existing pathway, but no, it still says overlapping items. But that's something with Anarchy you can fix, and then using like the surface painter thing that is available as a mod, you can make this all feel like one cohesive park. So I'm not too terribly worried that that doesn't feel quite right at the moment. That's something that can be rectified. So I think that's going to be good for this side. I do like the idea of some commercial, though I think I would like to try maybe mixed use on this side over here, coming off of this road, but not taking up the whole thing. Maybe just like that. And then right behind it, some low rent housing. And I want these here because these are going to be smaller this way. And they won't get, so you can see they're not going to be like super tall by doing it that way. And that should take care of some of our demand. That took care of our high density. We still have some medium density demand. I'm like, my mouse is going all over the place. I'm not sure. I kind of need to bring this road out, but then it would just like dead end. But I can't zone here if I don't. I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, we're just gonna have to do that. That way I can get some zoning in there. And I think I'd like that to be the same, even though our demand has dried up. But what I'll do is I'll switch it to the, is there an EU low rent? I don't think there is. Let's get rid of North America. Oh, there is. So what did I have a second ago? Oh, they're both just low rent. Okay. It's been a while since I played it. Hey, Sneeve, what's going on, man? How you doing? Sorry, I'm like all into the game. I didn't see your message. Whew. It is warm in here. So we lowered the taxes on some industries a while ago. Let's see if that has helped with our deficits on production. And no, not one bit. So we have not encouraged any new industry to come in. Then again, we also haven't built any new industry. You're working on Nukazan. What? Who? You're working on what now? So I need to bring this bus route into this neighborhood. And I think, honestly, just one set of stops will be fine. I am going to do a bus shelter since it's higher density. I can't because of the road type. Oh, okay. Or should I put it out here on the main drag? That's not that far to walk, to be honest. So let's put it out here kind of close to this. Where people can just walk. And then we'll grab this bus line that's just looping over here. And we will have it stop there. And then maybe it needs to go somewhere else in order to make this second stop make sense. Basically, Animal Crossing version of eBay, Amazon. Yesterday you made 70 million bells. I've never played Animal Crossing, so bells are the currency, yeah. I recall. Yes, we could do a stop back here, but that's an awful lot of stops for just like this little area. So what we'll do is get rid of this one out here. No, let me have that. There we go. We'll get rid of that one. We don't need that one. And we'll delete that stop. These are so finicky to delete. They're so teeny tiny. So, is that kind of like, oh, I can't even think of the name of it. I've only seen a couple people play Stardew Valley. They have their version of Amazon. Yeah, I don't feel that these buildings are too terribly tall, excuse me, compared to, you know, like, we've got this office park right here, so then we have a nice bit of mixed use, some buildings there. And then we can come in with some other stuff here. And then we can also, we'll have a little bit of a gap in behind the houses we're about to build. So let's go rodent, medium density, or let's do medium density here and just see what we get. I wonder if I could sneak a parking lot in behind that. If I place this with the little road and come back. How big is the smallest parking lot? Gotta get back to work, expand your year. All right, man. Take care. Thanks for coming by. I almost like it's so close to fitting. I could put it off this main road. Not ideal, but park out here and then walk back into your house, I guess. Hello? Did my mouse really just die? Gotta be kidding me. Now I gotta use the crappy backup mouse that I hate. One, it's small. I have large hands, and it just doesn't feel good to use. Yeah, so that gave us buildings that are about the same size as those buildings over there, which is kind of what I wanted. And then there's that. This mouse is really laggy on its inputs. It's just not a very good mouse at all. So I think I want the rest of this just to be row homes. I can't deal with a mouse with the cord. I kind of sit with my arms like when I'm playing a game like this. I've got my left hand here for the keyboard. And then, so I'm kind of like this. Like my keyboard would be here and then my mouse is right here. So if it has a cable, the keyboard's in the way. I can't have my arm outstretched over to the right. One, I don't have any space over here. Plus, this is just more comfortable. So I would have a cord either running under my hand or under the keyboard. This doesn't work. Plus, I just like wireless mice. I'm spoiled. I'm tempted to do a little bit more low rent. Where is it? There it is. Like, just or there, and then the same thing. Oh, hold on. Where do that? I just realized my zoning is off. But the old standby of running a path right here will shove all that zoning to this road instead of that road. So then I can bring in the housing that I want right here. And man, they're just gobbling that up. There's so much demand for this. And then for some reason, my zoning isn't coming off of this road. It's coming off of this road. Did I get that just too close or something? I may have. Yeah, I kind of did get it a little too close. That's all right. We don't have to have anything there. I mean, if I put a path in back here, we're still not going to have anywhere we can zone because it's going to be like one tile. It'll be two, but it's still, that's just, I'd rather just run a couple paths through there and make this kind of like little green belt next to the main arterial that's going through there. I just think that's better. I'm really surprised that they're just like gobbling up this density. Like just taking it. How do I? There you go. This mouse also just works differently with every game. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to complain about my mouse. I'm trying to be positive and upbeat, even though I'm playing a game that has caused me nothing but grief since it came out. I'm not gonna ruin that by complaining about the mouse. Get a little bit more right there. Ooh, that one on the corner is a little bit tall. I guess it'll be all right though, just because it is on the corner. It can kind of be like the centerpiece of the area. And then I think this area needs a park. So we're going to break up our grid a little bit, probably. We're going to bring a path all the way through here. And then I'm going to get a large playground in right back here, wherever it may be. Oh, it just fits. Never mind. I didn't think it would fit. So if we put that, like, off of that right there, and then maybe across the street from it have a couple basketball courts. Oh, they fit beautifully. Oh, no, they don't. Never mind. So we'll move that over. I thought it was going to fit too, but it doesn't. There we go. And then we have a little park area there, which is, you know, that's important to have some green space in your city. We could even do more than that over here. We could say, you know, on this end, basketball, and then like a skate park over here. And then maybe just a little outdoor gym right there, and just make that, you know, just a nice park area, and then bring our row housing in the rest of these spaces. I like that. Let's go with the EU row houses. I just kind of like them better. So we want to, as always, leave a little gap next to the side road, or else you'll have them all going multiple directions. So you get it started, and then you come back and fill in once they've actually built some, and then they'll all be going the same direction. Just like that. Man, I just cannot believe that they're just tearing this density up like this. Like, look at that. I just flooded a ton of zoning right here, and it's all still maxed out. So I'm gonna let this fill in though. I don't like after building something this big, I don't like immediately moving on to the next thing. I like to let what I built kind of have a chance to expand, increase, build up. So we have an elementary school way over here, and it's full. Speaking of, let's just come out of here. Whoops. And look at our education. Oh, wow. We need a high school. We need an elementary school. Okay. So, yeah, since we have this space here that's a little bit flat, let's do an elementary school back here. I'm pretty sure this is flat enough to get an elementary in. Absolutely. Yeah, so we're going to bring this off right here. Just a little horseshoe road here. I can't see what I'm doing. Come on, game. Cooperate with me. Let's come back. Okay, it's just 3 and 3. Thank you. Jesus. Oy, and then so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that'll go right about here-ish. The other one, and then I should be able to run a straight line right between those two. Lovely, and then that's where our school will go. That way it's just got a little pickup and drop-off zone. That could be the reason to have the bus over here. Not a bad idea. Schools. So we want an elementary school right here. I'm going to offset it just a skosh so that we can come in and put in the playground over here. I'm going to go ahead and add that extension wing, and then we'll put our clinic. I love that you don't have to have these on a road or on the building anymore. You can have them separate. I'm going to put the clinic over there. That way we get some health benefit from that. So did that take care of our elementary demand? Not even close. We're down by 5,000. Wow. We need more elementary schools. We need more everything. 5,000 people that don't have a school to go to. That instantly filled up. Oof. So this is got capacity of 1,500. If I come in my budget and go to education, and if I whack that up to 150, I don't gain any extra capacity. And so it's not like it doesn't work the way it worked in Cities Skylines 1, where if you bump up the budget, that's a lot of kids that can't go to school. I didn't realize it. It's like over there, we've got this elementary serving all of this. So what I'm thinking is if we do like a school campus right here with another elementary and a high school, that will help. These are eventually going to move. That was just temporary. What's going on over here? Traffic accident? Yeah. So yeah, maybe we do a nice campus over here. Let's plan this out because I think we have an opportunity to do something kind of neat here. So if we bring this road on out, it's going to bring that way out like that, and then here, this is where this goes straight. Yeah, I believe so. Perfect. I want to get the high school in back here. Where's the high school? Here, the high school. Like here-ish. Like that. And then we want to immediately add the library at the extension wing. But then we've got this opportunity to place the big stadium, and it doesn't have to go right next to that anymore. We could bring that over here and have it be like a nice little feature out here by the water. I'd even like to flip it around, I think. So if I hold down Alt, spin, okay, that doesn't, I was hoping that would do 45. So I want to see what this looks like, and then we'll move it. So yeah, you would want the home crowd having the view out over the water to the nuclear power station. So we basically want to spin this the other way and have this road back here come out a little bit more. But we don't need it to be this bigger road. We can get by with a smaller one. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to bring our alleyway back in over here. And then we're going to have some parking behind this. I just want this to go all the way out. There we go. Cool. And then we're going to bring that right, like, it's too far away. Okay. It's all right. I can deal with this. Maybe. So right there, it's happy. Okay, so that's just where we'll put the road then. Easy enough. So that will snap to the side of the building, so we can bring that right like that. And then we can bring this road right up to it. Whoops, I keep hitting V instead of B. And then I think I want it to come back down this side. So we'll do that. And then right down like that. Cool, cool, cool. And then right behind it, hopefully, a parking lot will fit. Fingers crossed perfectly. We'll see. Oh, that fits. Okay, cool, because that's kind of the one I wanted. So we're going to bring that in, like, is that the middle? It's roughly the middle. Yeah, and we're just going to have a bit of parking for the track and field area. And then to connect it all up, or at least make it look like it's connected up, we will run a path here, and then that causes that pavement to jump out at us. And whoops, whoops. Straight. Straight. There we go. That, cool. So I bet this is full already, right? No, it's not, but it will be soonish, question mark. I don't think I have buses serving this area yet. I need to rectify that. So cool. What I'm hoping is that I can squeeze the elementary school in right behind it. On just like its own little place back here. I think it'll fit. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Just gonna bring that to like about there. Just give a little separation from the neighborhood. And we will go ahead and add on so we know we need the capacity. And then we'll bring the playground over there. And then we could have some houses just like right across from that. Let's go North American low density. There we go. And then to get people through here a little bit easier, we will bring a path right up the side of all this. And we will also bring a path right there just so they can walk through if they want. And then that gives us a nice little education complex, complete with a playground and a really cool sports field. And now, how much of a deficit do we have on education? We have 10,500. Oh my gosh, we're still down by 4,500. Good news is we're only about 1,700 off on high schools. So, I mean, if you can call that good news that there's 1,700 people not going to high school. But that should help serve that area. And then we can do another little bit of a neighborhood extension out and around that way. Not too much, though, because I do believe there's pollution over here. Oh, there's not. I thought there was pollution. Yeah, it's not that bad. Cool. And then we also have this area here, but that's this school. The cemetery and all this stuff's gonna move. This is just, there was, if you watched the YouTube series, there was a big huge city here and I hated it, and so I just demolished it. I liked that. Like, I built that second. This is actually where everything began, was over here, and I just hated what I had built. So after that got up and running and was successful, I just deleted this. There's just no need to keep it. So do I have room to put a disaster shelter here? Oh wait, money. Oof. Yeah, but we've got taxes really low, so I've got headroom here. Yeah, let's let this chill for a minute. I think this is just a bit too repetitive. What do we do here? EU on all of this? Let's replace... Let's go in with North American and replace this block and this block. Go, and then I want to get rid of the one on the edge so that we can rezone it with the corresponding or matching building. Not there, never. Go back. I just realized I didn't mean to dezone that one. This can stay. Sorry about your house. Oh man, it's like, dude, you dezoned my house and then rezoned it right back to what it was. What's wrong with you, you monster? That's exactly it. I'm a monster. So then this is North American. Yep. This is North American. Beautiful. So these last few holdouts that are in the wrong zone will vanish on their own, and then rebuild as the correct one. And I'm not going to get too much into detailing right now. I know this isn't the most beautiful in this area, but it's functional. Though they don't use the parks. They all go to one park. And this is an awful lot of people. I'm thinking the one bus stop that we did is not enough. So I'm going to change this up some. What we're going to do is bring in one here and then one here. We're going to get rid of this stop. And then we're going to bring one in right at the school. I don't know if they'll actually ride it as a school bus, but we can pretend. And then I hit the wrong button. I'm hitting the wrong button every time. Oh my god, I can't stop hitting the wrong buttons. Just all these buttons, I can't help but push them. There, so we'll go there for that. And then instead of coming down here on the insurance side, we will go here. We will get rid of that stop. And then we'll bring this back over here like that. They do have to circle around, which is unfortunate. Are you going to connect to that stop? That is not connected to that bus stop. No. All right, come on, look. Connect to the bus stop. There you go. You got it. Good job. Is this one connected? Yeah. And then we can get rid of this one if I can find it. There it is. All right, there's just a lot of people living here. I think it's kind of necessary. Bot, you were going nuts. What are you doing? Oh, had it? There we go. They're all mad about it. Yeah, that looks better not having... I mean, I know we have like a big block of the same, but at least it's not 4 blocks of just repetition. Yeah, mixing it up was the call here, wasn't it? So one thing this area does not have is, I don't think they have any health care over here. No, they've got death care. There's a clinic back there in the office area. I wonder if maybe hospital's just huge. I wish we had a smaller hospital. It's all just big. So I'm just going to go with a small medical clinic right here. And then we'll wind up with something else down there as well. Let's see. What do you need? You have ambulance depot and an extension wing. I don't think we need any of that right now. What we do need to do, though, is get rid of that on-street parking. I don't like it at all. So we're just gonna add in. You know what? We'll let them park on. We'll let them park on that side. Yeah, we'll let them park on the side right by the businesses, but not on this other side. There you go. Yeah, that works. That's a little. I think that's a little bit more. Brennan talks sake too. That is a bit more realistic, I believe. But on these, we're gonna put in some nice trees. Like so. It doesn't matter what order you add the trees versus the green strips. That's just, it's the shadows in this game are just so overbearing. It's like nighttime right here. It's just a lot. That's a lot. Like a whole lot. But it's okay. So, yeah, we're losing money. Let's see how bad we're losing. We're losing a little bit. So let's bump our taxes up a smidge and see if that doesn't stabilize it a little bit. A little bit. More people is the answer, though, I think. So that gets us a health clinic there. Do we have fire coverage over here? I don't think we have fire coverage over here either. We might need to do like a little city services area, like right here, possibly.
I'd gladly watch a minute of that. Every time.
Got
Whoa.
him!
Oh.
I got him!
There we go. That's why chat suddenly went crazy. That was a very, very delayed. We paid low.
I'd gladly watch a minute.
That is what I had to tune out to start my
Every
stream.
time.
Actually, was
I'd gladly watch a
right
minute.
when things were
Every
going
time.
south with the finances. So you
I'd
got the
gladly
loan
watch a minute
repaid?
of that.
Did you really, Phil?
Every
Welcome,
time.
planners. Hi, everybody.
I'd gladly
Just went
watch
from
a
like
minute of that.
5 viewers to 500
time.
viewers. That's just a small little
I'd
jump.
gladly watch a minute of that. Every time.
And this is somebody from my community that
I'd
you're hearing
gladly
over and
watch a
over
minute
again.
of that.
I might
Every
mute him
time.
here in a minute.
I'd gladly watch a minute of that. Every time.
It's
I'd gladly watch a minute of that.
there we go. You'll still see the alerts. Oof, that's bright. I think the alerts will still pop up, but anyways, hi, greetings, welcome. Thank you so much, Phil, for the raid. I greatly appreciate that. And gifting out 5 community subs. Things are going by so super quick. I can't even keep it all on my screen. It's just going super fast. If I sound familiar slightly, I don't know if Phil mentioned this or not. I am the guy that did the voice for the 2 news intros for the elections. I'm the news guy. Maybe someday another voice too. I don't know. I sent Phil a demo reel, but there's one that I really want to use, like a character voice that I've been trying. You're now known as news guy. That's just, he doesn't have a name. He's just news guy. I love it. But I sent him a demo reel of a voice that I've been looking for a way to use it. I'm hoping Phil can go with character for it because I haven't yet. But yeah, I think it's calmed down, Christina. Christina was the only one chatting for the longest time. So this is a city that I had for my YouTube series, and I think I've got everything pretty much stabilized. We're losing money right now because we just built a lot of schools because our education was off. I haven't played in a while, but you can see we're still really struggling in education. Sorry for the blinding white screen. I only have a single mod in here. So I'm the Skyline guy. I'm one of them. I don't currently feature it on my channel. I'm hoping that this does it. I'm hoping that this update brings me back. City Planner places to educate. No, he just takes on crippling municipal debt to build a police station. So it's police state in a way. Yeah, you know, lots of loans, lots of taxes, so we can hire a bunch of cops. More gifted subs. Thank you very much. I didn't even see it. Everything's going by so super quick. 1 gifted sub from Blue Owl. Thank you so much. And a hydrate. Gotcha. Ooh, this is nice and cold. And it's 78 degrees in my room. If it's good enough for the federal government, it's good for us. Maybe. I just went into the red, and I've got room to bump up taxes. So I'm just kind of waiting for maybe some of these dudes to upgrade a little bit. But when I loaded this save, I had used the 529 tiles mod to just unlock the whole map. And so, of course, my upkeep was like $38 million. To give you a sense of scale, we have 343 million left. When I loaded this game earlier today, I had like 600 million. And I let it run only 45 minutes and lost like $250 million due to tile upkeep. So, I did, as was suggested, it's the only mod I currently have installed. I was getting a lot of crashing the desktop with everything else. So I brought this one back on, locked all the tiles, and then just unlocked where my city is, and now it is much more manageable. At 1.7. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this really the way to make a more challenging in-game tile upkeep? I don't think it's the answer. It just doesn't. It feels like it's tacked on to be there, because in what world does the government pay itself taxes? I mean, I get, on some land you have to send out people to mow and do wildfire abatement, those type of things that exist. I'm not saying, it doesn't cost a government money to own land, but it seems a bit extreme. Just a little bit, in my opinion. It seems they went too hard on it. I think road upkeep on like your big universities, your bigger fire stations, your server farms, things that are in game. I think that those are where, they could have just ramped that up a lot, and then that collective would have, I think, just felt a little more realistic. I mean, I know it's a video game, but this is just, I don't know. It just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. So I know I'm not alone in that feedback. I've seen a lot of discussion on Paradox forums and on Reddit already, along the lines of that. So hopefully they'll hear that, and yeah, it seems forced and tacked on. However, I'm loving that we don't have to attach the sub buildings directly to the main building anymore. So we've got our stadium out here right by the water, a lovely view of the nuclear power station. So if it melts down, people here at track and field event, they are the first to know. Actually, people that live over there. Anyways, and then I was able to get some parking in there that can serve both the school and the stadium, and I just, man, this is just so much better. Blake, thank you very much. If you're new to my channel, by the way, I'm a variety content creator. I do GTA Online is where I started, and I still have some content from that game, but this week we'll actually have quite a bit. There's an update coming out in about 12 hours. Timberborn is a big game for my channel. I absolutely love the cute little beaver game. Adore it. It is amazing. I also do a series for Astroneer called Astroneer Academy. So if ever you've played the cute little spaceman game, it is a series that basically every aspect of the game covered. Is that what I wanted? Low density? Yeah. So it's kind of a guide tutorial type series that I spend an obscene amount of time on. And then I have just started a short limited run series for a little fairy tale inspired city builders / colony sim called Fabledom. I saw it last year during all the Steam Next Fest. Yeah, green arrows up, money down. Yeah, it's fine. We'll be all right. We're only losing $1 million a month, better than the $38 million I was losing earlier. But Fabledom is just this adorable little game. I'll probably only have it on my channel for like 6 weeks. So there's just not a lot to it. And not a huge amount of replay, but it is cute. Like, the whole thing is a fairy tale where, like, you go out, you meet the neighboring kingdoms, you're a prince or a princess. Everything has a lovely, cute fairy tale, like, storybook look to it. Even has a narrator that he's just the most adorable little guy ever. And the end goal is you meet all the neighboring kingdoms while you're building your little colony and managing its resources. But then you also date one of the leaders, and they come with like their own unique little perk buildings and everything. And at the end, you get to marry. RND username, go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed, go to bed, go to bed, go to bed. So it's just absolutely, it's cute, it's adorable. I have no idea how much it costs, but next time it goes on sale, buy it. You'll enjoy it. Even if you only get like 10, 20 hours gameplay out of it, it's good. It just says it gets repetitious pretty quick though. That's the only thing downside about it, but it's cute. And that's coming to my channel as well. But yeah, and then I stream on Twitch when I can, not nearly as often as I used to. But yeah, let's pause. I have to do this because I use edge scrolling. I have to pause to go over here. So I want to just double check because I saw that there was a Prime sub I missed, and there's so many notifications. So that was blew out as well 8 minutes ago. Subscribed with Prime and then gave out a gift sub as well. So thank you very much for that. And then my gosh, there's so many different follows. And of course, City Planner Plays gave out 5 gift subs. I think we got that one in there. And then yeah, all the different follows. Normally I would read them all out, but we would be here for the rest of the afternoon, and I've only got about another hour that I can stream, so let's not spend the whole thing. So let's get this area filled in, but I'm trying to figure out, like, I've got plenty of real estate here for schools, and don't worry, this is temporary. I can't remember if I explained this or not. There was a city here. Oh, there goes the YouTube subscribers. Those didn't get muted. There was a big, huge city here. This is where I started, and I hated it. And so after that site got established, I bulldozed everything over here. Just, you know, as you do. I literally just came through and just bulldozed it all. Took a long time, but I hated it. But the buildings I wanted to save just to have them, we're in there. Almost dinner time in Atlanta. Yeah, it's getting close here too. That's why I got to go in about an hour. That was you who subbed on YouTube. I'm gonna actually real quick take this opportunity now that things have chilled a little bit. Oh, that's bright. If you're wondering what that small mini sun was, that was just a DLC with a playlist of City Planner Plays music in the background. Figured why not? It works. But it is warm in here. And running my gaming PC, which is way over there behind a big curtain, but still. On the lights. On a summer day in Central Arkansas, it gets warm in here. Yeah, education is something I kind of want to look at right now, but with our budget not being the best, I don't know. We've got basically 6,000 elementary school students that can't go to school. We've got 2,300 high school students. I'm not even going to look at college and university right now. And most of our citizenry, you know, our population is over here. I thought I had plenty of schools. I did have plenty of schools when I built this. Like, we were way overbuilt because we've got elementary here, another one there, another one over here, and I think there's one more back this way. If not, this may be where we have to go. We might have to sacrifice a few houses. So yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3 over here, and then we only have the one high school, I believe. So I know there's an elementary school over here, which it just seems like for this little farming community to have such big elementary schools a bit much. Oh, hey, cool, this got fixed. For the longest time, just ignore my juvenile sense of humor, but for the longest time, this poultry farm, the trash never, ever got picked up. I redid the roads, I tried everything I could, and it was just always complaining. Hotlanta 96. My thermometer, that's what it's claiming, the top number there. It says it's 100 degrees, but I think the temperature sensor might be in the sun at the moment. So I don't think it's quite that hot, but it's close. Oh no, it is. It's 98. Never mind. It's 98 degrees outside. Terrible boy band. So where do we get another school? Because, like, they're already so close together. Like, that bothers me a little bit. A town of 65,000 people having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1,500 seat elementary schools. I could see if it was like a county, like, you know, like a consolidated school district, that would make a lot of sense to me, but just a town at 65,000 on its own. Because where I used to live in Springfield, Missouri, and what, 130, 140,000 at the time. And they had like 8 elementary schools and 4 high schools. I mean, they were all big campuses, but like I just don't see. I suppose we could get one in back here, but I would have to do. Where even is? There's an industry here somewhere, isn't there? There it is. I knew it was an industry here. We would have to lose a little bit of the forestry industry, which I guess that's fine. Thank you, YouTube subscriber Dead Mallow. I don't know why that's not popping up on my list over here. It's supposed to be. Good job, Stream Elements. So yeah, let's get one in here. We'll just bring our forestry industry down a bit, and then we'll take out a few of these houses. So let's actually just... I think this will be enough space if I bring this to a straight line here. So let's... That's not at all what I thought was going to happen. Can I have that one? How many freaking... Oh my gosh, I have so many of these. Okay, let's just delete some of these. Yeah, but that's suburban county around Atlanta. I mean, Atlanta's huge. Only been there once, and it was for work. I didn't see much of it. I pretty much was just in the airport all the time. I was the company I work for sent me there to set up the off-site storage for 3 stores they were opening in the airport. So yeah, let's get rid of all these houses and commercial that are right here. Like right there. That'll give us a good spot for the campus. Yeah, should do. Limzabar. You're out of here, man. So we should maybe set it off from the street a little bit. Yeah. Or bring a street in like here and then back out here and have it front there and then have like the playground behind. No, I don't think that. I don't like that idea. So what we'll do is we will just continue with our alleys. I missed the mods. It's going to be Pennsylvania tomorrow. Yeah, I am not a fan of summertime. The evil bright burning day ball just gets absurd with its behavior in the summertime. And also, what's up, Bobo? You're from Missouri, so you know about Springfield? Yeah. Oh, ad break in progress. I'll try not to do anything too exciting. That they can't both be 90 degrees. Whatever. It's gonna be a school. I don't care. That's too far back. Let's do this. Let's do this better. Let's go here and bring this up like 3 and then curve in 3. Come on. I think that's it. And then do the same down here. Let's go up 3 and over 3. That looks right to me. And then we will run that right like that. Very cool. And drop our elementary school right there. Lovely. Oh, you know what? No, we can do better. We have to do better. That has to be right. Okay, let's okay. No, that. Where'd you go? Come back. Oh, I see a tornado in the background. That's lovely. Gonna take out our school just as we build it. I wish it would have stayed at the same orientation that I had it when I was doing this a minute ago. That would be really handy, wouldn't it? Right about, yeah. Yeah, look at that. With the tornado in the backdrop just threatening to kill everybody. That's beautiful. That's art. Actually, there. It is centered. It's just I'm looking. You can see the line goes right up to that door. It's just the angle I was at looks a little off. This is our second tornado, by the way, in about 20 minutes. Oh, never mind. It's gone. He got a little self-conscious that we were talking out loud about it. Right before the raid, we had another one. I think it's fine. I think we got it. Because look, that light pole right there there's our center line. That light pole's right in the middle of the doors. I think we got it. It's just when you start changing the angle, it looks a little off. I think it's there. Yeah, chat, is it there? Did we do it? Or is Hobo right? Usually is. Oh, that's a medical clinic. No wonder it didn't go away. Well, that's good. We don't have to have the other little guy there. So then let's put in path. Will this work? Yeah, Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper or water. That's about it. Oh. You can't put that on the path? Really? There's got to be a way to make that work. There is. Yeah. That works. Just got the little path leading right up to it. Nice. So, because we are so underperforming on our educational opportunities, we need to add on the extension wing, and now we're only 4,100. Oof. Accessory buildings can now, yeah, Star, that came with today's update. You can see it best on the high school over here that we just built just a little bit ago. The high school sports field's way over here, and I've got parking lots in between. So, yeah, you can. There's a zone around them now. You can see that blue circle. So it has to be close, which makes sense. But Wolf, Zach, what's up? But it's more reasonable now. It'll still snap to a road. I don't think they actually are intended to snap to paths. Hopefully that gets corrected. But yeah, your sub buildings can all go elsewhere now. Makes me wonder, like on this thing here, do mods work after the patch? I did not have the best of luck with them. Nice thing is you can also come in here and like deactivate or just select the upgrades and sub buildings through here. So if I want to grab that building without trying to figure out which one it is, I can, and then I can just drop it way. Whoops, if I screwed that up, I can just drop it way over here if I wanted to. Rotate it around, build a little street network, all that stuff. Yeah, this is going to do wonders exactly for already built street grids. It makes things a lot easier to fit in. Hopefully they will add like the ability to get some of them to snap to paths, because some of these buildings would make sense to not be on a road, but to have a path around it. I mean, you can kind of fudge it, like we could move that and leave just a big enough gap for a path there, and then have a path, and that would be fine. Just do something like, oh, it doesn't like it, maybe it's gonna make a liar out of me. Well, I thought paths were wider than that. And then see if we can't turn off our snapping and get this to work. Yeah. So you can make it work. It's just it doesn't quite have the functionality, but you can make it work. And it's fine. It's perfectly content being back there. So you can make some much more interesting campuses now, I believe. I'm kind of excited about it. That solves a lot of issues. I like over here where I've got like the clinic off to the side, the playground off to the side. You just don't have to have that stuff. Just everything on top of it. Ever been into St. Louis? You know the Mash Watch? I have been several times. Yeah, it does. It takes up the whole CW. CW? CW. I can't remember. But yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. I haven't been there in forever. I miss Missouri. I lived there for most of my adult life. What's happening over here? It would be a smart car. And just a random trailer burning. Just, you know, I'm kind of a fairly liberal person. You know, so I wasn't always a big fan of some of the politics in Southwest Missouri, but I liked living there. But it was home, you know. It's like, it's where I trailer on fire is so real, I know. You know, it was where I went to college and then just stayed after I finished college, and it was hard to leave. It really was. Random interstate catastrophes. It's fine now. They're gone. Oh no, they're not. I just like that. Oh yeah, there they go. I like that it was just a trailer. Like, was that being pulled by the smart car? And if so, that's probably why it was on fire. Oh, the smart car can never pull a trailer. All right, so over here, I mean, I've got that school and that school. I really don't want them any more closer together. And we've got a school here. So that's 3 elementary schools within, like, what are these squares? A kilometer each? That's a bit much. This is all industry and offices back here, with a little bit of commercial and some bus depots and stuff like that. So where else over here? So we got one in to service this area. It's this all this density that's causing the problem. We need an urban high school is, I think, what the game really needs. We not only need smaller, but we need some bigger as well. Like, that's just not the school building you would see in an urban area. We need more. Lots more. This is one of my favorite City Planner Play songs. By the way, how is the audio? For me, it's quiet, but I have it turned down on my headset. So where, oh where, are we going to get another school? I guess I'm going to have to go, like, right up here. But, you know, we've got a theater actor mansion. We can't take that. So maybe we just use this here and take out just take out the least number of houses if we just put one right here. Hello, traffic. Don't vape, kids. It's bad for you. Bad habit. So yeah, let's just take out those. Well, I guess that's 6 houses. I thought it was 3. South Arkansas education shining again. This one I think we'll just put right on the road. Just right there. Just right in the neighborhood. We don't need the clinic, but I do want to make sure it has a playground. And we'll just... Hello? Drop that right there. Oh, it's going to have the playground. And wha-bam. And then watch, it's just going to instantly fill up. Well, maybe. It's going to make a liar out of me, what it's going to do. Here we go. Took a minute for the news guy to do the breaking news. Cool. So now 3,000 more. So basically I've got to find room for 2 more schools. We have just a ton of density back here. So I wonder, since our office demand is kind of low, we could maybe lose some of these offices and commercial and just get another one in right over here. It's such good real estate, though. I mean, I hate to... I really like this area a lot. But we need a school. It was 5,000 at one point. Yeah, we were over at 5,000 that couldn't get a school, so we're getting there. So maybe if I just delete, like, this right here and then bring this path to connect there and get rid of that building, we just put the school here. Do I have any bus stops on that road? No, and they can just go down that little alley. So that is what we're going to do, and then we'll correct this. Did you really... Oh, you're going to just rebuild even after I tear you down because you're still zoned. That was a big brain moment right there, wasn't it? Yeah. So let's do another school here. I don't like how that road just goes down to the little teeny tiny one, though. It looks stupid. How long did I leave? 2006.
I'd gladly watch a minute of that. Every time.
R2 Paul. Paul. How do you say that? I know I just butchered it, however it's said. Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the story. That's the story all across the nation. You know, part of Springfield's problem is it relies a bit too much on call centers to be job providers. And call centers are notoriously bad about having just god-awful wages. I should know. I worked for both Chase and Teletech at one point in Springfield. And we didn't... I always felt bad when I interviewed people, telling them what their wages were going to be. Because it wasn't a lot. Alright, so I'd like to integrate the playground back here and maybe get it to face this area. I think that'll look good. But first, let's put our extension wing on and then bring this back here. Kind of at this angle.
I'd gladly
like
watch a minute of that. Every time.
right about there. Yeah, that works. Owls! Thank you. Thank you so much for the follow. I really do appreciate it, guys. And I appreciate all you guys who stuck around after the raid. I know a lot of people, you know, then they'll go on the raid and then pretty much dip immediately, you know, and I do the same thing.
I'd gladly watch a minute of that.
But I appreciate you
Every
guys who
time.
have stuck around. I really do. It means a lot. You know, I have a small channel, both here on Twitch and on YouTube. I really appreciate it. You know, when a bigger channel has a chance to, you know, send some people my way, help me get a little bit more exposure. And then for those of you who, you know, stick around after the fact, thank you. Thank you. It means a great deal to have you here. And, of course, I can't thank City Planner Plays enough. He has given me a lot of really cool opportunities. You know, when I took on his Timberborn city that was dying, you know, he told everybody on his channel, go watch my video about it. When I did the most recent voiceover, he plugged my Ashley Academy series. He gives me the opportunity to do the voiceovers in the first place, and they're just absolutely fun to do. He's a great guy to work with. And, you know, he even... It also... Albs. I'm butchering that one too, I know. After I had sent him the last voiceover thing, and we were talking about, you know, he asked me if there was a series that I'd like featured. And I guess he went and looked at the playlist, and he's just like, hey, can I give you some unsolicited advice? I'm like, always, absolutely. And just kind of opened my eyes to a thing on YouTube that I could do better. And it has made a big difference. You know, it's going to take a while to see permanent changes from it, but it's already having a big impact. You know, he's just, like, in my interaction with him, you know, you hear that he talks to Biffa and other big creators all the time, but just, you know, here being the little guy, oh my God, unemployment's 43%. Here being one of the little guys, he is just as chill and down to earth and just a normal dude as he presents himself in his videos and in his streams. So let's fix these bushes. I mean, this isn't a detailing stream, but this has got to go. Because now they just wander off over into nowhere. And come on, little bush, go away. Oh God, I'm gonna have to place every one of these little bushes one by one. What even is this? What bush? It's really hard to click on this to even see what bush it is. Cultivated green bush 2. Ah, yes. What every gardening center sells the most of. Cultivated green bush 2. I always go to the one with the tree on it. Cultivated green bush 2. Oh. Green bush 1. Did I go right past it? Scroll down. There's cultivated green bush 2. They're not going to quite line up, but we're not going to get that picky. When do we ever get this close down here? But I do. I just need these to follow this path better. Oh my gosh, people are even using my path. Thanks. I always build these ridiculous paths to get pedestrians everywhere, and then nobody. What is this, like, rave happening over here that this dog is being very suspicious of? Are you guys? Huh? Is there a bus stop here? Oh, wait, what? There's not a bus stop here. Nope. Maybe there should be. Bus stops around the corner. What are they? I just love that there's like mass people, 2 ladies and a dog. The dog's like, I ain't going anywhere near that. Y'all crazy. What? What are they doing? Are they all? They're all going home. And they're not homeless, so it's not like they're already there. That's tacky, I'm sorry. And they all have... Oh, they are all homeless. Wait, so... What? Why are all the homeless people just... there? I thought they went and lived in parks and stuff. Oh, well. But you know what? Alright, we're just gonna zoom out. Can't see them now. Whoa, that isn't that the way. Ignore it. They'll go away. Alright, so 1,600 more. I need to find space for 1 more elementary school, and then we'll be good. And again, we have the density, but... What, do we go, like, in the middle of these two and go kind of like here? And there's that space there where there's a park that's really close to that one. This is my favorite campus in town. And once the mods come back, it'll look better again. It kind of reverted back to being... Yeah, Star, unfortunately. And that is kind of the way we treat homeless. We're a wealthy enough nation. We could end homelessness if we wanted to. But there's too many people who are just like, no, those are my tax dollars. Hey, how dare they? They just need to get a job. Whatever. I mean, they're using my tax dollars to drive their big compensatory pickup trucks down the road. More wear and tear on the road that my tax dollars went to. You don't hear me complaining about that. Well, use some of their tax dollars to build a few really nice, affordable housing units. And have better social programs to help people make that life change. Sorry, I'll stop. I'm not afraid of politics on my channel, if you can't tell. I understand why most content creators shy away from it, but I'm just like, I'm fine with it. So do we get rid of this road too and just make this whole area here a big campus? That is like 2 blocks in either direction to another school. That's just so ridiculous how much real estate we are devoting to schools here. At least it breaks up the grid, I guess. Whatever. So I didn't have a little chance to remember. I mean, that's the way a lot of people are. Oh, I guess it didn't have to do all of it. So let's put one of these blocks back. I really thought that was going to take up that whole space. We'll put that one back. Pretend that never happened. The people who lost their house, yeah, you know, mistakes were made. And we will put the clinic over here on this end. Playground over there, and we'll worry about detailing it later. So what was this? Before you disappear, you are... This really needs to, when I hover over this icon, tell me what it was. That would be nice. Let's go with European. Pretty sure it was row homes. That's the wrong one. Sorry. Do over. We inadvertently zoned the wrong type there. Go away. Get out. I know you had a permit, all that good stuff. Go away. No, look, you too. Here, get out of here. Get out of here. Now let's come on. Cooperate with me here. Build this solid. I cooperate with you. You're the one that. And there we go. Oh, I have to set reminders for every. Like I can here in a little bit when I go to cook dinner, and then come back in here to wait for dinner to cook. I will need to set a reminder. I will have to tell my Google Home to remind me that the food's going to be done in 15 minutes. That's my attention span. It's like, I'll sit down. I'll probably, I'll fire up something on YouTube and just forget. And then, until, of course, I smell food burning. Cool. So that's going to be just as best we can do for now until we build a new neighborhood. We are 9 short on elementary. So, I don't know about you guys, but I'm willing to call that good. But man, that's a lot of real estate dedicated to schools. And then for high schools, I mean, obviously we could have another one over here that could serve this small area in this town. And I guess we could just get rid of like the theater actor mansion and have a high school campus back here. It doesn't have to have the stadium and everything. Yeah, let's do that. Because we can even bring it in over here, off of this road right here. So what I'm going to do is bump the elementary over just a little bit to like about there. So what I'd like to do is have like a road that comes here, have some parking back here, and then have this come in this way. Or even at an angle here to join up. Kind of like that idea. So bring this. But the terrain does things here. Okay, it's just gonna have to fit here, and we're just gonna have to be happy with it. In fact, do I even want to? Yeah, we're just gonna We're just gonna say sayonara to some houses. The terrain just gets ugly and it's gonna be gross. And we don't want gross. So, high school. Also right on the road. We can at least back it off some. Like so. So then for our extensions, this gives us how many more students? 400. And then this just increases their chances of graduating. Yeah, so we don't need to worry about that. We don't need a sports field over here. So that'll get us another 1,200 for high school. The nice thing is, I think our population's been going up slowly. I haven't really been paying too close attention to it. Yeah, we're within 300 now in high school. So I'm comfortable with that. Really gonna complain? I don't want it all the way over there, though. Fine. Have a freaking road. I hate that. I hate everything about that little stub of a road. We're just gonna leave it there. We're just gonna leave it alone. Be done with it. However, my parental units share my home with me, and they will both be home soon, and I need to get dinner started. It's the joy of being the person who works from home. So let us see who is streaming right now that we can send the love over to. Let's check out. Oh, easy. Perfect. You guys know this name. And really, you're not going to show him to me when I click the raid button? Are you kidding me, Twitch? There we go. We are going to go say hello to Lee Hawkins photo once again. Thank you, everyone who showed up in the raid, for the follows, for the subs, for the gift subs. I greatly appreciate it. I hope to see you again very, very soon. I just noticed I had a DM from City Opponent Plays a long time ago. It's probably telling me something I was screwing up in my stream. Oh well. But we're going to say hi to Lee Hawkins photo. And I think you guys will enjoy that. He too is playing Cities Skylines II. So once again, thank you everybody. And we're on our way. Have a great evening, everybody.